I wonder why. I wonder why and why.
Thank you. Toastmaster and Madam GE. I am not here to sing the song, I wonder why, I wonder how. No. Today I'm talking about something that is very fascinating me that I would like to share with you. And how this fascinating idea came to me is when one of the day I normally sit in the restaurant to do my assignment or to get inspirations for my presentation or training deck or workshop. So as I'm sitting at the corner of the restaurant, I observe there are parents inside the restaurant. One couple means the parent with 6 children with them, sitting very peacefully, quietly enjoying their food, and the parents can savor every bite of the food. Whereas the parent having only 2 child, but that 2 child seems like having a troop of soccer player and field harmonics orchestra there. Because these children will utilize every single piece of the utensil on the table to make the sound of music, to produce music from the glasses, which is the crystal glass that you can actually make some sound when you put some water around it, to the sword fighting session. And then suddenly, you hear the entire restaurant, all the diners keep quiet and silent looking at the parents. What happened? Because all the musical instruments and sword was on the floor. From the glasses, plate, rice, meat, veggie, whatever is it that they're playing, all was on the floor. So then later on you will hear the diners whispering, I wonder why the parents never teach their children how to have a table manners. And I feel very sympathize with the parent, because why? It's really not under their control. And I start wondering why the children behave in that way. Then I recall that I have learned something from a book by Tim LaHaye, saying that why you behave, why you acted the way you are, it is due to 4 temperament. Let me share with this fascinating behavior about people, or the temperament about people to you. So it's actually started with 4 temperament, where they are choleric, sanguine, melancholic, and phlegmatic. And myself, I really love the temperament of sanguine. And why I love that sanguine, Siri, you know about that. Okay. Let me introduce the one by one to you first, about their characteristic. Now, choleric is used to know as very bossy person, and they do things very fast one. And the sanguine is the person who bring laughter to the world. Without them, the world will be very dull, because they bring color and they bring laughter to the world. They are very funny people. And the third one is called melancholic. This is a perfectionist, and they are also a moral police. The 4th one is called phlegmatic, where they're actually very quiet and they are peacemaker. It's like a Mother Teresa. So I want to share with you about these people since I started the story in the restaurant, and how these people order food from their menu up to the way they finish their food. The choleric will say, when they get the menu from the waitress, he will just order whatever is on the menu, fast and big chunk. And when he eat, he will just bowl in every big chunk into his mouth, fast, very big chunk. Because he wants to accomplish things in the fastest way, in the shortest time, and the most thing in the shortest time as well. As for the sanguine, when he received the menu, as if the menu is not there, he was still talking, until the waiters come in. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Then only started to look into the menu. And what they ordered is that the most spiciest and they never look into the price one because they don't understand what is price to them. They're only attracted by the visual itself. Then when it comes to the melancholic, they cannot decide because they are perfectionists. So they cannot decide at all what they order. They will think through and forth, even though the menu just have 3 things there because it's a set menu. They just couldn't. So as they eat, when they eat, the melancholic will cut it piece by piece, really like you measure by size. Maybe you can measure with a ruler, it's the same size, all the pieces, because they're so perfect. And they really savor every bite of the food as well. And when it comes to the phlegmatic are the one that very deliberate eater amongst all. And normally they will not gain weight one. So Sri, you know what to do, because they eat very slow. And they don't really enjoy their food. They eat because it's time to eat. So they're not the fussy one. They normally follow the crowd as well. So you want to see how they order their food, the result of the food they order. Here you go. Oh, it's not here. There is no. Thank you, Belinda. Sorry, there's technical error over here. That's what happened when we move the things.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. And you will also wonder why these people order food in this way, the way they eat. And everybody will be wonder why when they're eating together that the choleric ordered in this way, and the melancholic ordered in this way, and the sanguine ordered in this way, and the phlegmatic ordered in this way as well. So the reason why I actually share with you is because I believe that Toastmaster is also a personal developments. It's talking about personal developments. And when you know the people, how they behave, because it's not talking about ordering food, they also talk about how they talk, how they communicate, and how they behave, that when you are the Toastmaster and you want to be in the leadership track, you're supposed to also know their characteristic to manage them. Now this is the food, the drinks that the choleric will order. Anything will do, okay? Doesn't matter. To them, it doesn't matter. And so, give me one more second, I need to show this. This is how they melancholic order, because it's very healthy, right? And this is the sanguine order. And the phlegmatic will order anything. Like normally the phlegmatic will be ordered by the choleric or the melancholic order. And this is a food that choleric order, doesn't matter how it looks like, as long as it can be eaten. Yeah? And this is how the melancholic order, nouveau cuisine, French cuisine. Yeah? Right. And this is the phlegmatic order because it's like very little food. And this is the sanguine order. Thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you.